Hello again, everybody on YouTube. This is David, back with another video. How are we all doing today? Here is the 4th of July today, and I'm just making another flashlight video. So I've got the T6VN modified flashlight. This is from a JetBeam T6, and it's been, it's the host body, and it's been the driver has been replaced, all the LED chips have been replaced with custom parts, and then the heat sinking has been redone. So this is a real nice light. And then I'm comparing this one, stacking it up, pitting it against these two AceBeam K60, K70. And we got the K60 with your big classic flashlight beam, round beam, big light in front of you, 5,000 lumens of perfect looking light. And then, or at least for a factory type of light. And the K70, 1,300 meters of throw, a lot of light, 2,500 lumens, gets out there real far. I like these two lights. One of the things I like most about them is they're so simple. A kindergartner could learn how to use this UI. It's just a magnetic ring. You turn the ring. It's on standby right now. If you want to click it off all the way permanently, then you hit the button and the ring won't work, but you turn it on, have it on standby, and then you turn the ring, and as you turn it to the left, it cycles down to the lowest mode, and then it cycles back up to the highest mode before you hit standby again, and then one more click over is strobe, and then that's it. That's from now to the end of the time. That's the way this UI is working. You pick it up once, and there's no way you can not know how to use this thing. So that's good for me, because some of these flashlight UIs are a little confusing. This one I like. It also is simplicity, but simplicity / depth. So this light, it's easy to use. You click one click for on, one click for off. And then you can select your modes. You got all these different UIs that you can pick which one you like, and you can see the different options that you have. And all of them have a double click option and a long press option. So no matter where you are, if the light's off, if the light is on in whatever mode, it has. You can double click to go to a specific option. So to set your mode, so you got all these different ones, and once you go into one of these UIs, then you're locked in until you reset it again. So like right now I'll go to, say, UI number 10, and UI number 10, so what you do is you do 8 quick clicks, and then I would do 10 clicks after I do the 8. So I do 8, pause for a second, and then I do 10. I want to go to UI 10. UI 10 gives me 100%, 70%, something like that. 100, 70, 20, 1, and then double click is strobe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there it goes. The first mode is 100%. So now I click on, I'm in UI number 10, and then to switch, to cycle the modes in this UI, you just hold the button down and it cycles through whichever is in UI number 10. So in 10 I get 100, 70, 20, and 1. So cycle through 100, 70, 20, 1. And then mode memory is always true. So I'm at 1, I leave off at 1, I come on at 1, it's click it on, click it off, very simple. And then I got in group 10, you also get double click as strobe, so then double click, and then it will always be double click for strobe while I'm in UI number 10. And again, I would have to do the 8 clicks followed by however many clicks to get out of this. So I'm locked in for good until I let myself out of this UI. So double click for strobe, and then long press from off will give me 100%. So I hold it down and bam, 100%. So it's really simple to use. It's just a small curve, and then you pretty much know how to use this flashlight driver that's in here. So What's so great about these K60, K70? They're the best for their own thing that they do. This just lights up in front of you so well with the K60. The K70 gets out there so far and has you know, a magnificent throw pattern. To have a little handheld light and be able to light up the darkness that far away, you know, is just pretty amazing. So. But that being said, this T6VN gets you, it's at least 5,000 lumens. I think it's approximately, I would say this one's at least 5,500 lumens. And this was the T6VN Spec 1. If you look on the website that he has, skylumen.com, he offers two different versions of this, the Spec 1 and the Spec 2. And I got the Spec 1, so we're looking at the Spec 1 with the premium D-Dome tint. And less lumens, more throw. That's basically what you basically need to know about this light. And what you get is more lumens than the K60. So the beam profile is clean like the K60. I mean, it's got the petals from multiple, but it's clean. You know, there's no like all distortion around all the petals. The petals look clean. It looks good when you shine it outside, and it's very dark. And then this one, of course, is a clean just round beam. But so it matches the K60, but then it also matches the K70 for throw for your 1300 meters. And I had this outside. I already did the outside beam shots, and then I tested the K70. When you shine it, it's a bluer, colder light. And when you're looking at way out in the distance, you tend to see the blue more in the spot. And I don't think that necessarily, it could be a little bit brighter. This one, the K70, you know, maybe gets a little bit more throw, but the blue just looks more different when it's out there and you're looking. You're like, look at that blue, I see it. But is that necessarily more light, or is it just different, something you're not used to, and it kind of sticks out more? If you look in closely, what you're actually looking at, you can't really see any more detail of the objects that you're illuminating with, just because it's blue light, more bluer light versus, you know, your softer light on this one. So anyways, that's something to check out. I'm going to take these outside, or I already did take them outside, and I was pretty tired when I did, so we'll see how well that video turned out. And we'll light these up and just sort of, you know, one versus the other. Okay, so I'm out here at the park, and I've got these flashlights, and I've got the T6VN, and I'm going to go ahead and compare it to these other flashlights you've heard of before. Those two smaller ones at the top right there, those are a couple of other modded lights. I'm just going to take a sneak peek, and then I'm going to do stacking those up against some other lights and a review of those two lights later at a later time. So without further ado, here we have the T6VN. You can see how much spill, how bright the spill off this light is. And this one's a K60. And you know, as we know, the K60's got a lot of flood. I mean, it also gets out there for throw, but you know, it's just known for a lot of light. But when you look at the T6VN, not only is it the throw, but it's got as much flood easily as the K60 has. Yet we're talking 1,300 meters of throw. Okay, so how about the K70? Here we have the K70, and then this one is of course a dedicated thrower. T6VN. So when you look at the throw, they've got equivalent throw, but there's a lot more lumens involved with the T6VN than the K70. I have to say I prefer that tint to this tint. With the T6VN over here. And all these lights are charged up with at least 4 volts on the lithium batteries. So, and they're all using high drain cells. So let's go with a TM16. And I actually have a TM16 GT on the way, and maybe we'll take a look at that one. So here's the TM16, Nitecore TM16, 4x XML2. The Ace Beam. Or not Ace Beam, sorry, Jet Beam T6VN. Very nice tint on this light. Extremely nice. Nitecore. And once again, I just want to look at the K60. This is such a beautiful flashlight, but I prefer actually the T6VN. I mean, as dynamic as the K60 is, and how it gets out there, it's just the T6VN just beats it, you know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, even if you didn't count the throw, like the 1,300 meters that this T6VN gets, just the flood portion alone is at least as good as the K60 is of a flutter light. Yeah, it has that huge bang with the throw you get on this light. I mean, it's just pretty amazing. So, all right, then I said I was going to look at these other two. These two lights that I got. And you better like these, because this is my life savings we're talking about. All right, here we have the Olight Javelot. This is just a little handheld, you know, pocketable light, and it is M2X-UT Javelot by Olight, and that's that one. And we'll take a closer look at this one. But this is just a single 18650 in your pocket light, and then and it's pretty damn impressive. And then the other one is Eagle Tack, and this one's a modified Eagle Tack light. It's like M25L3 or something like that. I forget the name of it. But anyways, I'm gonna make a video and compare these other lights as well. But that is the AceBeam, or not AceBeam, the Jet Beam T6VN.